morning and welcome to APUS Evening News. I'm Erin Pika.
I'm Anchorman Sergio Musso.
I'm Kelsey Sullivan.
And I'm Eddie Markevich.
Tonight we will be covering the transportation revolution with stories including
the steamboat, and we will be talking with Robert Fulton.
Roadways and highways and how it connected the newly made country.
The Erie Canal, where we will interview some lovely workers.
And the progress on the Transcontinental Railroad.
And here's the Erie Canal with Kelsey Sullivan.
Hello, this is Kelsey Sullivan reporting for APUS News here at the Erie Canal.
Boats here, send in the horse.
Pull me in.
Nay. Nay. Nay.
I got wood here.
Hi, I'm a worker for the Erie Canal. Need to buy some of that?
It's gonna run you about $10.
I only have 5. Can we negotiate a price?
Do you mind if I interview you guys for a second?
Yeah, sure.
I was just wondering, now when did the Erie Canal open?
They finished it just about a week ago, back in October.
And what do you guys transport on the Erie Canal?
We transport a lot of goods.
Yeah, I mean, they've been bringing up logs and wheat from down south.
And what has it done for your city?
It's really increased the population with all the trade and new people coming in. It's really been really helpful.
We've been getting a lot of goods from the south because this has made transportation a lot easier. So our town is actually profiting because of all the goods we've been sending up and down the canal.
Alright, well thanks guys, this was an awesome interview.
Thanks for having us.
This is Kelsey Sullivan reporting for APUS News.
Welcome back to APUS News. So, Kelsey, how was your experience at the Erie Canal?
It was good, a little chilly, but still pretty good.
So you must have learned a lot. So do you know when it opened?
It opened on October 26th, 1825.
And how long is it?
It's 363 miles.
Wow, that's a lot. That's pretty long. And how long did it take to travel?
About 10 days.
Wow, that still must have cut down travel time a lot though. Where did it go to?
It went from New York City to Buffalo and then to Lake Erie.
Nice. Now, was it just people that really used this, or what was it used for mainly?
Things that were also transported were like wheat and logs and stuff.
Oh, that's good. So, did it cut like transport costs since that was a shorter, more efficient ride?
Yeah, it actually cut transport costs by 95%.
Wow.
That's a big improvement.
That is a very good improvement.
I'm impressed. So, what kind of people did you meet at the Erie Canal?
I met some workers, like this guy that sold logs. He rode on a little raft in the Erie Canal.
Interesting.
Now, how did they open the gates to allow the boats to come in?
Oh, the horses did it.
Oh, the horses helped.
Horses? You know, I was watching that video. They look a lot like flamingos.
They have pink horses up there.
It's pretty cool. We should go visit New York one day all together, ride some horses.
Yep. And that's the Erie Canal.
That's cool.
Thanks.
And now to Sergio Musso on the
This is Sergio Musso reporting live from Robert Fulton's steamboat for channel APUS News. Robert Fulton will be joining us now live to be talking about a steamboat and the qualities of it. Hi, Robert Fulton.
Hi, Sergio.
So, how does this steamboat work?
It runs on steam that we create.
Now, the steamboat that you created that runs on steam, what is it mainly used for?
It's used to transport people and cargo, such as cotton.
Now, this boat that ships people and products, how fast does it move?
I like to say it averages about 5 miles per hour. Pretty fast, you know, these days.
I understand, it's pretty fast.
Yeah.
Haven't been on a boat this fast yet. So, how does this invention of the steamboat make life better and transportation easier for people around the world?
It allows us to use waterways to get places very quickly, which is great, you know, for that stuff. And my workers really seem to love it on the boat here.
Yeah, I can tell they're having fun. Shouting out to her mom.
Hi,
okay.
Mom!
Can you show me how this vessel works?
Yeah, I kinda can. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Should I stand? Should I sit? Oh, you stand. Okay. This is how it works. I turned it on. I don't know if you noticed. I did, though. And, we're going north. Right now. At 5 miles per hour.
I see.
Yeah. We're going top speed.
And this is Sergio Musso. You heard it live from me, Sergio Musso, reporting live for channel APUS News.
The newsroom. great interview with Robert Fulton on the Mississippi River. Tell us something about it.
I had a great time. We went down the Mississippi River to New Orleans, and I actually found out that Robert Fulton wasn't the first inventor of the steamboat. It was actually John Finch who invented the steamboat in 1787.
What an imposter. I heard that it also transported a lot of other things besides people, such as goods like sugar and whatnot. I heard that really helped the economy and boosted trade.
It did. It helped the economy all over the country.
I also heard that steamboats were really luxurious, like they were like really ornate. Is that true?
I have never been on a boat that beautiful before.
But I hear only the upper class people could get into those fancy areas.
Schnazzy.
Would love to be one of them.
Oh yeah.
Well, it seems that the steamboat really had a great impact on everywhere, including the Mississippi River and along the Erie Canal. It boosted the economy and it brought new people and new goods to areas all around the country.
What a great invention. It helped us so much. And now, here's Eddie Markevitz with the railroad.
This is Eddie Markevitz reporting live from the railroad for APUS News.
Hey, I'm Conductor Sam. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Thanks, good.
So,
Railroad?
do you know any history about the railroads in the U.S.?
I do. In 1830, Tom Thumb had the first one of these. And it went 13 miles from Baltimore to Ohio.
13 miles. So what would happen on a long train ride, say from Philadelphia to Charleston?
But for that particular example, you need to transfer about 7 or 8 different train rides, but you would have to transfer for all ones like that.
Wow. So what effect did trains have on the world?
It had a great effect on the world. It helped the transportation revolution increase as well as the industrial revolution get a head start.
And now, what effect did it have on shipping?
It really helps the shipment of goods increase. It allowed more goods to be shipped in from many different places.
And now, what effect did this have on the costs?
It caused them all to decrease. It helped a lot.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is Eddie Markevitz reporting live from APUS News.
Me, her, him, us, we're all here. So Eddie, nice hat. Where'd you get it from?
Well, I got it from Conductor Sam on the railroad.
Steve is such a great guy.
Yeah.
And who created the steam engine?
Well, James Watt patented the steam engine in 1769, and that really helped the production of the railroad up until today.
Very nice. Now, how did this railroad compare from America to the ones in Europe?
Well, between 1850 and 1890 was the golden age for the railroad, and the U.S. had about a third of all the tracks in the world, and they had much longer lines than they did in Europe.
Now, Conductor Sam mentioned that many goods are transported. Like what?
Well, passenger trains carried passengers from east to west and west to east, and goods such as manufactured goods from the north and cotton from the south would be transported across the country.
Very nice.
So whatever happened with Robert Fulton and his invention of the steamboat?
Well, the railroad kind of put him out of business because it was a lot more efficient than the steamboat.
What a shame. He seemed like such a great guy when we interviewed him.
Yeah.
He was.
I liked him.
He was good.
Give me a nice hat.
The railroad overall had a positive effect on the United States. And now to Erin at the Oregon Trail.
Erin Peaky here for APUS Evening News live at the Oregon Trail. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Hi. Hi. Can I interview you really quickly?
Yes.
Now, who are you?
I'm a worker.
And what are you working on?
The Oregon Trail.
Very nice. Now, tell us a little about the Oregon Trail. Where does it start and finish from?
The Oregon Trail starts in Independence, Missouri, and ends in Oregon City, Oregon.
And how long will that be?
Well, when it's all done, it's going to be about 2,000 miles long.
Very nice. And the Oregon Trail, that's just one of a series of networks, right? A series of roadways?
It's going to be part of a multi-trail system, which links the East Coast to the West Coast.
Now, what are trails like these going to be used for? How's it going to benefit?
Well, these trails are going to be used to transport people from the east to the west, as well as cargo to bring life to the west.
Very nice. Now, have there been any hardships faced when making this road?
Well, it's difficult cutting down the trees, and sometimes the weather won't agree with you. But I think the most difficult part would be the Indian attacks that we've been having recently. And oh my God!
They don't pay me enough for this. Back to the studio.
And we're back.
So, Erin, what happened to you?
Well, after that Indian attacked the poor worker I interviewed, he kind of went after me.
Well, the trail looked pretty dangerous, but what other dangers were there when you were on the trail?
Well, Indian attacks really increased after troops were withdrawn from the western area. But actually, the main dangers of this was the disease. But let me tell you, do not underestimate those Indian attacks.
What effect did the Oregon Trail have on the United States?
It had a great effect on the United States. It really helped the western states increase in population to about 363,000 people.
Wow.
Interesting. So, were there any job opportunities on the Oregon Trail?
There were. Many people used wagons to use these trails, and then they would often hire someone to pull the cart, making a small profit for themselves. And that's all the time we have for tonight's segment.
This is Anchorman Sergio.
I'm Erin Pika.
I'm Kelsey Sullivan.
And I'm Eddie Markevich.
And
Thank you for watching APUS News.
Yeah, you know what